Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new series that we are doing, and it is going to be on Out of the Park Baseball 2019, or yes, 2019. And we are going to do a Pittsburgh Pirates Dynasty build. So, we got my name in here and picked a random birthday. Seems legit. So our role, we are just doing a general manager. This way we can have a manager that does the day-to-day things. So that'll work out nicely. I'm not going to play in commissioner mode, but I am going to play as cannot be fired because we might have a rough first two seasons, and I don't want to get fired before I can complete my rebuild. So let's start this up. And yep, I understand that. Okay, we'll look at our messages. We have a message from the owner. He gives us goals, even though he wants us to play close to 500, sign Sean Rodriguez, and keep building our team up in order to reach the playoffs the next 5 seasons. I think this team can make the playoffs in the next 3. In fact, I think wild card in 2. That's our goal. That's our goal. But this season, you know what? I mean, don't get me wrong. We're definitely going to go for the playoffs this year and hopefully win. Okay, so let's take a look at this team. We're going to go right to meet the team. Okay, so we have Francisco Cervelli as our catcher, and he's the 21st overall ranked, and he's not bad. He's getting up there in age, 32, so we might want to look to bring in some young catching talent. We have Josh Bell holding it at first, and he has got fantastic potential, so that might be a player we look to build around. We have Josh Harrison, who had a pretty good year last year, hit 272. That's not bad. Colin Moran over here, he's got potential. Jordy Mercer, the shortstop's probably a position that we're going to want to look to make improvements in because might not be the best there. We have Corey Dickerson here in left. Starling Marte out there in center. He's pretty good. He might be a cornerstone. Gregory Polanco in right. Starting pitcher is going to be Jameson Italian. He's our ace, I guess. Age 26, pretty good. The ERA is a little high, so let's see how he develops. He obviously has not reached his full potential yet. We have Michael Feliz out there in the bullpen, and Felipe Vasquez is our closer, and he looks pretty good. Can throw 100 sidearm. All right. And I also want to go to the front office and look at salaries. Okay, so here's a breakdown of our salaries and what's going on payroll-wise. And so the person we're paying the most money to is Francisco Cervelli, which is kind of surprising because of his age and his position. I mean, he's definitely overpaid for what he should be. 10.5 and 11.5 million. That's, I don't know. And Josh Harrison, we have him under contract for some years, or at least 2. Ivan Nova, we have for 2 more years. Starling Marte, we have him for pretty good control. Jordy Mercer, this is his last year, so we're definitely going to look at that shortstop and see what's out there. We have Corey Dickerson there, $5 million to Sean Rodriguez. David Freese over there at third. He is not bad of a player. He's a nice little player. He's old though, so we're definitely going to look to improve there too. Our outfield with Gregory Polanco, that's a very interesting contract. 3.5, 5.5, 8, 11, 12.5, and that team option. That's could be good. This is also good. Our closing pitcher, very good talent. We have him under contract for a while. All right. And then we'll look at our current injuries. We have Jung Ho Kong, whose visa is not available, and he will be out for the entire year. Wow. You just can't make this up because this is actually a real life thing with him, and that's just wild. And he had a pretty good year for us last year, so that's interesting. But you know what? That's going to give Colin Moran some time to play the position and hopefully get better, because I'd rather have Colin Moran than Jung Ho Kang. All right, we have Musgrove, who's out for 3 more weeks from the bullpen, and he's going to be pretty good. We have Nick Birdie, who's coming back from Tommy John surgery. I believe he's going to be pretty good. AJ here, he might be dropped down to AAA and see what he can do down there before coming up. And Nick Turley, who's on the restricted list for 4 more months. He looks like he's going to be a AAA player too. But this is our rotation. So we have Talion, Cole, Ivan Nova, Trevor Williams, and Steven Brault. So very interesting rotation, not really a sense of strength. But here are our top prospects. We got Mitch Keller, who is in AAA. So we definitely want to keep an eye on him. We got Shane Boz down there in the rookie league. He's also a pitcher. We have Austin Meadows. I believe this kid is what's going to be our future. Look at that. He's going to have some good contact, some good gap power, some really good discipline. He's going to avoid those Ks. And he's considered one of the team leaders and an extremely hard worker. I think this kid's going to be our future right there. So we're definitely going to build around the center field. So how I'm looking at this team is the outfield is pretty set for the next 5 seasons or so. Now, what needs to be improved is the infield and the starting rotation. That is our objective. So for this season, we are going to sim through, but we are also going to try and make some acquisitions to get some starting pitching. So I think what we are going to do before the season even starts is we're going to try and pull off a trade here. We're going to try and get some starting pitching just right off the bat, because why not? So let's see. I don't think I want anyone from the Padres. Let's go see these Mets here. They have a pretty good rotation. I think those two are going to be way too hard to get. Let's see. Who should I go after? It's not the worst idea to go after Chris Archer over here. We're going to trade for him. Make this work now. You have no player. So that's also a problem. We are minus $7 million in the budget. So what that means is, we have no money for free agents and no money for extensions. So we're going to have to wait on those trades until we get a little bit more familiar with who's really vulnerable to be let go with money and who we can trade away and stuff. So let's actually check out real quick. Our manager is Clint Hurdle, who's actually a really good manager. He favors hitting, and I'm okay with that. I really like him. He's builds good relationships and good player development. I'm all about that. So I'm pretty excited to have Clint Hurdle. Our bench coach is Tom Price. Prince. Pitching is Ray Searage. Hitting is Jeff Branson. Scouting is Joe Delicari. So he's average in everything. I think we're going to want a better scout. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go to sign team staff, and we're going to go to scouts, and we're going to sign one of these really good scouts. I am going to try and get Z-Man Q, because he is legendary right across the board, and that's going to help us. I'm sorry, but I'm not coming. Okay. He does not want to work for us because we are a foreign league, which is fair. So let's see who else we have here. We got a Julian Toro, who I could also see playing. Wow, he does not want to work for us either. Okay, so we got Doug down here. Doug might be the play. Doug Lawman, offer contract. Yeah, you got it. Okay, so we're gonna wait for him to respond to that. While we're waiting, we're gonna try and sim up to opening day here, and see what happens. So it only simmed a few days, and it gave us the fantastic news that our scout joined our team. So we have a better scout now, and I'm pretty excited about that. And the Cardinals and the Rockies made a trade, is what it is. But that's actually pretty exciting that we got the better scout now, because now we have a better idea about our players. So pretty excited about that. Let's try and get to opening day here. Okay, we have now made it to opening day of the 2018 baseball season. So, let's see what's going on. Personal message. You should try to stay close to an even record. Thank you, owner. We are going to do that and then some. Top 100 prospects. We do not have any on there. So, there's that. Let's go to opening day. So we're playing the Tigers for opening day, but we have 27 and we can only have 25 players on our roster as of opening day. And so what we're going to do is we're going to send AJ Schlegel down to AAA, and he's out of year, so we will waive and designate him for assignment. Yep, sorry, bud. And let's see, who else should we send it? Why do they have Musgrove? Oh, okay, he's got pretty good stamina, so that's fair. I thought he was going to slide into the bullpen, but that's a fair spot for him. I think we're going to send down Brault here and let him get some experience in AAA. This way, he can pitch some innings and be ready for us in case we need him, because there's definitely going to be injuries. It's baseball. There's always injuries. So, yeah, let's get into this season. Before we do that though, well, let's look at the preseason predictions. So they have the Yankees winning the East, Cleveland winning the Central, Houston winning the West with 100 wins. Wow, that seems about right. They have the Cubs winning our Central, and us coming in last with 70 wins. So we're gonna aim to beat 70 wins because that's just not right. They have the Nationals winning in the East, makes sense, and in the West they have the Dodgers, which also makes sense. All right, so that's what we're up against this year, and let's get going here. Let's see what opening day looks like. Pretty excited. See what that pitching matchup is, and we're down here, Pittsburgh at Detroit. So they're giving us a DH to start off the season, and it's Jamison Talion and Michael Fulmer. So let's see it. And we lost in 11 innings. Wow. What a game. What a way to start off the season. Let's look at that pitching. Talion looked fantastic. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 7 Ks. That's awesome. I mean, even the bullpen looked good. I mean, Contos kind of struggled there, but I mean, that's pretty good. Feliz and Vasquez. And then our lineup looked good. Moran had 3 hits and 2 RBIs, so that's all good. Okay. And I mean, yeah, it's a loss, but the team looks pretty strong. So what we are going to do is we're going to simulate. I'm going to simulate for you guys 2-ish weeks, and we are going to come back and see what we have going on. So it is the 30th, and I will see you guys all on. We'll see you guys right after this Cub series on the 13th. Friday the 13th. That's what we'll check after. All right. So we are now at Friday, April 13th. Let's see these messages if there's nothing crazy important here. Oh, someone had to retire. Okay, Blaine Boyer, thank you. Joe Mauer got his 2000th hit, so that's cool. We're just going to read all those messages. So the team is sitting at 8-4 and in first. So that is fantastic. And if we look at the schedule, we got hot. We won every single game that week. We lost 2 out of 3 to the Cubs, which isn't that happy. I'm happy about, but it is what it is. Let's check the team real quick. Dickerson's is struggling, but everyone else is looking pretty good. Italian's looking very good. Starting ERA, not good. Like I mentioned, we're definitely still going to have to improve that. And that bullpen ERA, though, looks fantastic. 2.01, I will take that. And so far, Gregory Polanco is tearing the cover off the ball. So let us sim to the 29th, which is basically the end of April, and see how the team looks then. So let's go. All right, so we made it 3 more days to Monday, and it seems Ivan Nova, our starting pitcher, will be out for 8 weeks with a sore shoulder. So we are going to have to quickly get a replacement for him, and Ivan Nova, and we'll place him on the DL. We'll place him on the 10-day just for now. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It'll just keep rolling over. So, but it looks like we're really not going to miss him that much because he was 0-2 with a very inflated ERA. So, let's go down to AAA and let's bring up Brault because he was up here to begin. He was expected to be in our starting rotation, and I think Clint Hurdle put him back in there, and that'll give us a lefty to match with the other 4 righties here, and I think that could pose a little different look and maybe snatch us some wins here. So let's try and get to the end of April now. All right, we made it to May 1st, and look at that. We have a pitcher of the month in Vasquez, so that's fantastic. I'm pretty excited about that. He got 7 saves and pitched to a 2.08 ERA. He's 3-0 on the season. That's fantastic. And we're in first place with a beautiful record of 17-12, which for this team is that's fantastic. That's because what we were expected to be at the bottom of the division, we are at the top after 1 month. Look at Chicago. Chicago's 1 game under 500. Milwaukee's just sitting at 500. So this is going to be a dog race, I think, to the end here. So I think it'd be pretty good. It's going to be pretty exciting this season. And let's see what else we got. Marte's hitting 286. That's a pretty good first month. Polanco is doing very well. 6 homers, 19 RBIs. That's a pace for 34 and 106, which I will take. Josh Bell doing well. Corey Dickerson's struggling a little bit, but that's workaroundable. Cervelli's hitting for a good average, which is all you're really looking for from a catcher, so I'm pretty juiced about that. Josh Harrison's sitting there, 248. That needs to be raised a little bit, but still meh. And then David Freese and Jordy Mercer both hitting above 300. I honestly did not see that coming, but we will take it for right now. Look at our rotation. We have Jameson Italian. He's 3-1, 270 ERA. He's definitely anchor, just straight anchor. Musgrove is not doing well. We might have to address that real soon. Chad Cole is looking decent. Glasnow, decent. And Brault, 101, decent. So our strengths so far have been our batting average, our OBS on base percentage, and our bullpen. So yeah, that's what we got here after our first month and a little bit. Yeah, I think this is a very promising start, and I can't wait to play out the rest of the season. But that's it for this episode. I want to thank everyone for watching, and if you could please comment on what you think this team, what pitcher you think I should go after, to definitely shore up this rotation. Drop a like if you like this video, and please subscribe to my page. Thank you all, and have a good day.